Well, we're off on another adventure, this time multiple day adventure. The weather forecast isn't really good, but you know what? We're going to just deal with it. It's supposed to be rainy and thunderstorms, so we'll see what happens. I'm not too worried about it. We're close enough to home. If we had to, we could hightail it home, so it's an advantage of living in this country. So right now we're driving up through the Dixie fire from a couple years ago, and it's not the prettiest drive, but there's lots of wildflowers, and so that's the bright spot of it. Karen's over here chuckling.
Yep, we saw one.
We saw one what? Wildflower? Yeah. Yeah, we saw one wildflower. We'll be seeing some more soon. Some nice views looking down in the valley over there. It's looking down into Genesee Valley down there. When the trees were here, you couldn't see down in there. I wish the trees were still here, but since they're not, I guess you gotta enjoy what you can. This road's deteriorated a little bit since the last time we were up here. We haven't been up here in several years, so still totally passable with two-wheel drive. Bunch of flowers here. Squaw carpet blooming. Squaw carpet used to be a pain in the butt when we were fighting fires because you had to grub through it. And now I've got a new appreciation for it when it's in bloom. Water running everywhere, huh, babe?
Yeah, we're out here checking her all out. I'm just surprised about all the streams.
Yeah, there's water running almost every drainage.
Yeah.
This is the Grizzly Creek Road coming up from Genesee. Goes from Genesee Valley up to Grizzly Creek, goes past the Walker Mine, and goes up past Lake Davis. And this is that road. There's a bear right down there. You can kind of see the brown color. He's kind of behind the trees right now, but we might get to see him better.
Do you want me to get out?
No. There he goes.
There he goes again.
He's running away.
Oh, he's
going across the meadow. Oh, that area down there is mine tailings from the Walker Mine. Pretty meadow out there. I don't know if it has a name. It says Lovejoy on the map. Where we are is right here. It says Lovejoy site. I don't know where that. I've never really. There's a grave over there. Never really.
Where?
I don't remember much about it. It's on the map.
Oh.
Lovejoy Creek. I don't remember that name, and I used to work over here, so you'd think I might remember that. I spent a fair amount of time over in this country when I was working. It's been almost 20 years now since I retired. Well, the map said Lovejoy. We don't know what that is. In fact, I don't remember anything about it when I was working. So we drove down this road that goes down into where it marks on the map. So I don't know if there used to be a cabin down here or what. There's supposed to be a grave down here somewhere too. So at any rate, look at that beautiful view. That's the top of Karen's head. But that out there is gorgeous. The yellow wildflowers are just lighting up the place. There's the road we drove in on. So anyway, we're going to take a little walk down this road and see what's down here, if anything. There's a nice deep hole right there. It looks like it's got some big old browns in it. This is Grizzly Creek. Kind of a pretty little spot. Got lots of greenery. We're standing here on a slab of granite that I came over to look at to see if it had any grindstones in it.
Oh, here's one right here.
I don't know.
See that?
I don't think so. It's a crack down there.
Oh.
Don't see any Indian grindstone activity here. Oh, is it raining? See the drops hitting the water over there? Oh, in wet years like this, the meadows just are gorgeous. All kinds of blue flowers out there. Kind of looks like a wall of rocks here, made to probably level this area off, either for a roadbed or possibly for a building or something, maybe a cabin or something at one sometime. Just like everything else on the Plumas, all the history has been burned up. So still pretty interesting to come out here and see the vestiges. This is definitely some sort of, this rock, line of rocks here is definitely something that people have done here for some reason. Could have been just a road. There's a little stack of rocks there, a little rock wall. Could have been a foundation for a building here or something. Whatever this Lovejoy is, and maybe I'll look that up when I get home and see if there's any information I can find on it. Okay, this looks like a foundation here. I'm guessing there was a building here at one time. Don't see any garbage or anything laying around that would indicate habitation here, but the rock wall. And then there's another little rock wall right there. Oh, there's some rust over here. Go check that out. Okay, so here's a foundation right here. Then right over there, there's another foundation
with a rock wall.
With a little rock wall. And here's some rust. Looks like there's a mosquito. That looks like it's pretty old stuff. So this must go way back.
See here?
Yeah. This is definitely a foundation here of some sort. You can kind of see the walls.
Look how huge that one is.
And this, wow, look at this old thing. This is an old car. This tree grew up through the frame of that car. That tree probably, when it got killed by the fire, was probably in, I'm guessing, the neighborhood of 30, 40, 50 years old, maybe a little old, maybe older. But this used to be a car. There's lots of old garbage here. Wow. How cool. We just love finding old stuff like this. When you find trees growing up through it like that, that kind of really dates it. And not to mention the foundations like the one behind Karen there. So there must have been multiple buildings out here.
Yeah, they might have been standing before the fire.
I don't know. I'm not too sure that this wasn't already gone. You can tell by the garbage here that this is quite old. This is one of those old solder bottom cans, which really date back. Some glass. Yeah, my guess is that this was a building at some point that I'm standing in right now. You can see the walls going around it. Pretty cool. Well, it turns out the grave is on the other side of the road. That Lovejoy area we were at was down in here. And now, this is the grave.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
I think that's fairly recent. That's not an old headstone.
Oh.
Somebody did that recently. Well, recently, that it's old enough for it to crumble, but anyway, that's the grave. The map shows a site called Midway House. It says this is the site. Oh, there's some snowflowers popping up. I've seen quite a few of those along the road. They're just starting to come up. Anyway, this is a Midway House site. Apparently there was a Midway House, and this is where it used to be. Whatever that is. I guess I'll have to look that one up too. There's some old garbage. And some terracotta. An old terracotta. This old beer can. Yep, church keys. Look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. So, old garbage, that means something was here. Looks like a good spot for a house. Really beautiful view right here. It was probably really nice when the trees were green. Another 100 years, it'll be all good again. There's lots of garbage here. Lots of rust. And then
Yeah, this must be somewhere where the house was because there's so much.
the black and red flagging is archaeological flagging. They come out here and flag that area off to keep equipment out of here. Lots of rusty stuff in here. Yeah, this definitely looks like a decent place for a house, huh?
I'd live it here. Oh, there's a cow trough.
Yeah. Must be a spring here. Which is another place they used to put houses wherever there was water, so having a spring nearby. Yep, here's a spring right here. Put a concrete box around it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? And then they're feeding it into this watering trough down here for critters, probably cows.
No horses.
Yeah, but I don't think they run horses up here. I know they do run cows up here, although they probably won't put any cows on this for a while. Cows would tear it up. Anyway, pretty cool. More old stuff. Right, babe?
History.
History.
To see history. It's a wonderful thing.
There's Lake Davis. Through the trees. Used to be a good bass lake until somebody threw in pike and then they killed everything off. And I don't know if there's any bass in there anymore, but it probably could be a good bass lake if it isn't. Typical what we used to call Eastside Pine. And this, a lot of the old Milford District looks this way. Station. We have the Crocker Guard Station, Crocker Camp. And then we're going to hit the paved road for a little short distance. And then we're going to take the road that goes up into Dodeneck, and that's where we're going to start looking for things. So. Never really been up. I've been up. That building over there used to be Crocker Guard Station. Was a Forest Service station where they had a fire engine station at one time. They refurbished it and now they rent it out.
There's purple.
This is the road going up to Dodeneck, which is where we're heading. My friend Dan, who used to be the FMO on the district I worked on, told me he was on his way up here to a fire that was just, it was a pretty good sized fire. It was just called the Dota fire, I believe. But anyway, I remember him telling me about it, but I think I mopped that fire up. But I've never spent a whole lot of time up here. I think I may be up here one time. So we're going up here to do a little exploration. Most of the meadow is private property. But this is a Forest Service system road. Now this is where we're going to camp for tonight. Going to back in here, right in that little flat area right there with the trailer. We got some aspen trees over here. It's kind of a pretty little spot. Don't expect any traffic on this road, so we are going to move some sticks. Right, babe?
Yep.
Well, we found a place to camp. I think I showed you that already. It's not a, you know, there's a lot of the guys I watch on YouTube talk about epic campsites. They like epic campsites. And you know what? I don't care about epic campsites myself. I like something that's sheltered, like this is right here. Kind of in the trees, on a road that's not traveled hardly at all, or not at all, you know, most of the time. So this place fits that description pretty good. So at any rate, we've got a new rainfly for our tent that you can see back here. It's actually way better than the first rainfly we had, and the Tent Tracks people sold me this other rainfly that was really difficult to put up. Had poles, and you had to tie it down in multiple places. You had ropes and stuff all over the place that you had to avoid. The advantage of the other rainfly, though, was the fact that you did have an awning to sit under, which this one doesn't. So that's a plus for the old one, but this one's so much easier to put up and so much better as far as the coverage on the tent. Anyway, we're having something to drink, getting ready for thinking about dinner. I'm going to go for a little walk first. There's a little aspen grove over here that we're going to go check out. That's right over there. Usually aspens mean there's a spring nearby, so we're going to go over there and see if we can locate a spring. Not that we don't need any water or anything, but we like to find springs out here anyway. So we're up in Dota Neck. We went up above Dota Neck, and that's where we're camping. Tomorrow we're gonna move out of here and explore this area a little bit on the way, and then head over toward Frenchman Lake probably. Well, here we sit under a tarp. Right, babe?
We're having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun now. Actually, we prepared for this. We were ready for this. We thought this was probably going to happen. I mean, it was predicted. So we're not having any issues with it. It's the way it goes. We can deal with it. We have a good rainfly on the tent, so that's not a problem. So we're just having a place to sit that stay dry. This is a minor difficulty. I brought this nice big tarp that you see up here that we have over us that will hopefully keep most of the rain off of us. Worst case scenario, we can climb in the tent, but it's not raining too much. It's just sprinkling, really. Thundering around us, but no lightning close by. So those are the outside of our little and shelter look like. Rain showers went by. Doesn't mean we won't get any more, but right now it's not menacing, so we're going to go ahead and get some dinner while we have a break.